Hey guys, welcome to vlog number 10. We had a little bit of a late start to our day today, and that is because we stayed up super late last night watching season 2 of Jessica Jones. We pretty much watched the whole entire season. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's on Netflix. But anyway, today is Saturday, and we don't really have anything on the agenda besides trying to see what's wrong with our heater. So I'm gonna go outside because Cody is out there right now. He is trying to fix our heater. So let's go. Hey babe. How's it going?
It's like it says you need all these special tools and we don't have any of them, so I can't even.
Special tools?
You need a flame sensor special tool.
Oh, you opened the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did you check the fuel line?
Yeah, check the fuel line.
So that's fine?
It's fine. But I can't, I'm stuck here now because I need all these special tools. They didn't make it to where you can open it with a screwdriver.
This is a buzzkill because we're moving back in our van this week and now we don't have heat. Looks like we're gonna have to email Heatso and ask him what to do. I think he'll be able to help us out because they're super nice and helpful, so hopefully he can help us and we can get our heater working. Want to be in this beautiful shot? If our heater is broken and it takes a while for us to get it fixed, we might end up going south where the warmer weather is, because living in a van in the cold without a heater is really shitty. So that could be a good thing. We could go to San Diego, maybe go surfing. I don't know. So yeah, our heater is turning on. The fuel pump is pumping, but it's not blowing out hot air.
Burning, you can smell it.
And it's burning. There's like smoke coming out.
You can see it.
But no hot air, which is an issue. It's a big problem. So we've lived in our van for a year and 6 months now. And one of the things we've ran into with living in a van is that things break and you have to repair stuff a lot. Especially when we first moved in, our closet, all the drawers fell out and they broke. And then we had to fix that, and then we ended up taking out the closet and fixing that. And this drawer, it's right here. This drawer, this goes above our fridge and it's kind of broken, so we have to like fix that. And our heater's broken, so we have to fix that. And our pipes are broken, so we have to fix that. And it seems like it's just like a never-ending something that we have to add to the van sort of deal. Because once everything's fixed, then eventually we're gonna wanna add, I think we wanna add a composting toilet to our van. We're not exactly sure where we're gonna put it, but it'd be really cool to have that in here. Lots of repairs, lots and lots of repairs. So yeah, it's just like a learning process. And then we also have to do vehicle maintenance, which is not cheap for a Mercedes Sprinter van. It's going to cost, if we take it to the dealership, it's gonna cost like $500. But we're definitely approaching that. And then we also have to get new tires, and then we're probably gonna have to get new brakes sometime within the next 6 months. Lots of vehicle expenses that you don't think about when you're first moving in. So while I'm sitting in here, I'm gonna talk about 5 things that we wished we did to our van build that we know now that we've lived in it for a year and 6 months. That's a really long title. The first thing I'm gonna have to say is added a heater. And that is because it is f***ing cold in the winter. The second thing, we installed our battery right behind our driver's seat in our like kitchen area. And our battery is huge. It's like a Lifeline AGM battery. And it takes up a lot of cabinet space. And we kind of wish we put it underneath our benches where our bed and our benches are, because it's a lot harder to access the benches. So we don't really like putting stuff in there that we have to get to a lot. We're probably going to eventually move it over there. I also wish we utilized the storage space underneath our cabinets better, which we have. We bought like, if you watched our organizing our Sprinter van video, we bought these like plastic tub things that organize all of our stuff. bought like some little drawer things to put in there or something. Closet space. I wish I didn't think that was that important, because after living in our van, we ended up not wearing like 3/4 of the clothes we brought, and then we took our closet out. So if we had built our van with that in mind, that we weren't gonna wear that many clothes, then maybe we would have built it differently. But like this upper head cabinet I have all my clothes in up here is just enough space. So, oh, when we first built our van, we had our closet in here, and we were thinking we were gonna sleep diagonally because we're pretty tall. Cody's like 6 foot and I'm 5'8", and that didn't work out. Sleeping diagonal is really uncomfortable and bad for your back. So I think the number one most important thing in any van build is to make sure that your bed is comfortable to sleep in, and that you can extend all the way, because changing our bed the way it is now is just way better. Our bed is so comfortable. But it kind of worked out good because it's like a cool like diagonal shape.
Do you have any more coffee?
I don't have more coffee.
I really wanted another sip of coffee.
What else? Oh, I wish that we put behind this wall, we had furring strips to hold these walls in place, and I wish we put an extra furring strip here in the middle, because we were thinking about putting a TV on the wall, but it's not gonna hold in this very thin wood, so we're gonna have to put a TV like under the cabinet. So yeah, maybe if you're building a van, think about if you ever want to hang something on the wall that's heavier, like a TV. I do think it's important to have a toilet in your van, because just in case, because I've had plenty of times as a woman where it's been hard for me to find somewhere to go pee in the middle of the night, especially if we're like staying in a parking lot somewhere and there's no stores open. Where am I gonna pee at that point? And you can either get a chemical toilet or a compostable toilet, and the one we suggest is Nature's Head compostable toilet. A lot of our friends have that toilet in their van, and it's really cool. So we're thinking about getting it in our van. We're probably gonna put it underneath our kitchen. Like our battery is over there, and we have like cups stored above it. And we're thinking about moving our battery, and then obviously we'll move our cups somewhere else and putting in the toilet under there, so that we can have a toilet in our van. Especially as a woman, I think it's harder to, you know, whip it out and pee somewhere. You kind of have to like pop a squat, and it's not very discreet. So yeah, that's definitely important. I think the one thing I regret about our build is our sink, and that's because it's very small, and I kind of wish it was bigger so that I could like fit more dishes in it and stuff. And the counter space is really nice, but at the same time it'd be nice to have a bigger sink. Really important, if you get the Sprinter 144 inch, definitely get a roof box, because we have all of our snowboard gear stored in our van, and all of our rock climbing gear, and just like a lot of stuff that could be stored outside of the van because we don't need it all the time, and it would free up so much space in our van. So definitely get a roof box too if you're thinking of wanting to store gear somewhere. I know a lot of people do the raised bed where you can store gear underneath, but we didn't want to do that because we liked having the table and the bench in our van. It's actually one of the things that a lot of people we meet, they say they wish they had in our van, is our table setup, because we can fit like 8 people in here and party in our van, and that's super fun. But anyway, those are the things we would change in our van. It's not very much. It's all things we can add to our van now, so we don't necessarily have to buy a new van. We're not planning on buying a new van and rebuilding one, because we like the one we have, and we're just gonna stick with it. But yeah, I think that's all for today's video, because we're kind of grumpy about our heater being broken, and we don't really know what we're gonna do about it. So I'm gonna end this right here.